You don't think I have the same notes? Did I hand out the wrong notes?
Yeah.
Oh, I did hand out the wrong notes. Okay, hang on just a second. We'll redo this. Here we go with take 2 with the right notes, you guys. Okay, so today we're practicing operations involving negative numbers with parentheses. Okay, so before we get started, I want to give you guys a heads up about the negative numbers test that's coming up. We will actually, let's see. We're starting it next week.
What?
We're doing, yeah, we do it next week, next Thursday and Friday. So we've got this week, we've got 2 more weeks of school. So next Thursday and Friday, we're doing the test over this unit plus, the cumulative portion. The last week of school, we do a pre-algebra review. So yes, Alex. Yes. It's pretty long. So, and I am giving you a heads up because a large portion of it is order of operations. So I really want you guys to make sure that you're solid with that. This is a review concept. We've done this before. Just now, all we're doing that's new is we're mixing negatives. It's really not hard. Yeah.
Do you know how long I'll have tomorrow to finish the test?
Let me talk to you personally about that. You'll be fine. I'm not worried about having enough time. Okay. All right. Because you'll have the math class. I mean, I think you can stay in a math class and work on it then, and then we can work on it another time during the day too. All right. So mixed operations involving parentheses. All right. Let's fill in that first slide there. What does PEMDAS stand for? Gage? Okay, now I want to correct one thing that you said. You said multiplication, addition, division, subtraction. We're going to read it from left to right. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. And the reason I'm correcting that, Gage, is because when we do problems where we have to decide what to do first, if multiplication and division are in the same problem, out of those two, we're just working from left to right. We wouldn't go multiplication, then addition, then division, and then subtraction. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So the rule for multiplication or division, this is what you're going to write down, is do the operation for whichever comes first in the equation from left to right. And then what's the rule for addition and subtraction? Same thing, left to right. Okay, so let's do an example. Everybody have those rules? 10 seconds, let's finish those up. Okay, so we've got x equals 5 divided by 3 times 2. Now, according to order of operations, what portion of this problem should I start with? Tyler? Yep. Now, which comes first, division or multiplication, when we work from left to right? Division, exactly. So we're going to start with that 6 divided by 3. Whenever you do these problems that involve operations, you want to write on the, you want to solve one thing at a time. Eyes up here, please, Kinsey. You want to solve one thing at a time, and you want to rewrite the problem, the whole problem each time. Don't just write the part that you solved. You're going to confuse yourself, and it's not going to lead to success. And what I mean by that is, like, we just solved 6 divided by 3, right? So our next line would look like 5 plus 2 times 2. Does that make sense to everybody? We don't just want to write two times two. That's not what we're doing. We need to write the whole problem. All right, what's my next line of work going to look like? Ray?
5 plus 4.
5 plus 4. Well done. We would want to solve that 2 times 2 next. What's the answer? 9. Since I have an x in there, I'd want to write the x equals. Okay, let's do the next one. All right, so 76 plus 24 divided by 12 times 7 minus 26. What do we do first? According to PEMDAS. Alex?
We would divide 24 by 12.
Yep, we're going to do 24 divided by 12. So my next line of work would look like this. X equals 76 plus, here's where we divided 24 by 12. So right there, the 2. 76 plus 2 times 7 minus 26. What do I do next? Elijah? 2 times 7, which is what? 14, good. So my next line of work looks like this, 76 plus 14 minus 26. Now what do I do? Tyler?
90
Good, so I would do the 76 plus 14, which equals 90, minus 26. What's the answer? Raise your hand when you have the answer. Do it in your head, you guys. You can do that in your heads. Caleb. Nice job. X would equal 64. Okay, we're making sure we copy down each one of those lines of work. Okay. So let's add in some negatives now. -4 plus -2 times 3. What do I do first? Austin? Exactly. So my next line of work should be -4 plus -6, because I'm going to multiply that -2 times 3. Okay, so my next line of work would look like this, -4 plus -6. What's my answer? Kala? -10. Great job. Okay. All right, let's do -18 divided by 3 plus 4 times 2. What do I do first? And I'm going to write my next lines right underneath here. What comes first? Addition, subtraction, division, or multiplication? What do we do? Division, right? We got division right here. All right, -18 divided by 3. What's that, folks? -6 plus 4 times -2. What do I do next? Multiplication. Okay, so then what's the multiplication problem? Okay, so 4 times -2 would equal -8. So now I have -6 plus -8. What's my answer, folks? -14. Great job. Make sure we've got all those notes. Okay, how about the next one? Now we've got some funky parentheses. So sometimes we might have parentheses within parentheses. And when that happens, what should we start with? Elin? Well, we would start with if we, just hypothetically, not this problem, but if we have parentheses inside parentheses, what would we start with? Start with the innermost parentheses and solve outwards. That's not as applicable to this one, but I just want you to understand that. This time we have 3 and then times, because the 3 is right up against the parentheses, that means times. 3 times 4 plus 2 times -3. All right, what do I do first? Go ahead, Elin. Okay, let me back you up because you did a step, but you didn't say it. You're right. What did you do there, though, to get the -6? You guys don't have, no, you have it at the top. Oh, I see. Yeah, yours are set up weird. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. So so we would solve that 2 times -3 first. And then we would get -6. Sorry about that. No, new notes. I had the day 10 notes out, but today is day 8. Okay, thank you. All right, so now what? Annie? 4 plus -6, which would equal what? Okay, -2. So now what do I do? What does it mean that that 3 is right next to the parentheses? Yeah, Kinsey, what do I do next? Okay, and what's my answer? -6, good job. Let's mix it up now and throw in some variables. Find the value of 3p plus 1 when p equals -2. All right, what's my next line of work? Let's write the expression. What's my next line of work? Remember, expression, substitute, solve. What do I do, Ainsley? Wait, hold on, don't solve things yet. I need to substitute in my value for p. What do I substitute for p? Yeah, so I have -2 in for p, so I have 3 times -2 plus 1. Okay, now what? Tyler? Good, -6 plus 1. What's my answer? What is it? -5. Okay. Do some more equations. Find the value of, exponents. M to the second plus 1, when m equals 4, and then when m equals -2. Why do I have all of these here? You know what? I'm gonna